And I'm really excited because I have been off my live demos for 2 weeks and now I'm really excited to be back. So this is awesome. I was off for 2 weeks because I was taking an amazing permaculture course about 45 minutes from here in Quebec with a company called P3 Permaculture. So if you're interested in sustainable land development and design and just changing your whole life, check them out. P3 Permaculture. But I am back. It is Wednesday, and I am really excited again to cook this delicious meal for you. I got this recipe from a blog or YouTube channel that I watch all the time called The Korean Vegan. She has amazing recipes, and she has inspired a love for kimchi in me, which I never thought I would have because I used to hate kimchi. Um, but now I love it. So we are making a delicious meal with kimchi today, which involves a lot of different things that you probably wouldn't normally put together, but I think it was probably popular in restaurants a little while ago. So we are making loaded nacho cheese kimchi fries, something like that. You can make up whatever order title that you want, but that is what we're making, and I'm so excited. So most of the stuff I've already put together, but I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going on. Then we're going to put it all together and have a taste test. So delicious. So there's just three things we need in this. We need fries, and we need a cheese sauce, and then we need a kimchi topping. And in the blog, she actually put avocado on it, which I don't have, so we won't be putting that on, but it's gonna be friggin' delicious anyway. So first you need some cheese sauce. Look at this. So Frank, my partner, actually made this, and it is a giant vat of cheese sauce, and I'm so excited to put this on like 50 million things over the next couple of days. So this cheese sauce came from a blog called Hot for Food. So I'm just going to show you this up close. Look at that. So this is the Hot for Food nacho cheese sauce recipe, but we added like a third of a cup of cashews in it as well, just to make it more creamy. Taste test. And then we added a little bit of jalapeno and jalapeno juice, so it's going to be like freaking amazing. So that is our cheese sauce. And then I have the fries in the oven, which I'll show you later. Yeah, loud. My partner, fiance, Frank, sorry, I saw that in the chat there. Now we're going to cook our kimchi topping. So I have this pan going hot. This is a non-stick pan, so I'm not going to use oil yet. But we're going to get our stuff in it. So I have some red onion and a bunch of green onion chopped up. So we're going to go ahead and fry that up with our thing here. So we're just going to let that get soft. And again, I'm just using a non-stick pan. If it sticks to the bottom, we can put a bit of water in it, but I just want to work with a little bit less oil. And then we have a bunch of other ingredients, so we have to get our kimchi ready. So this kimchi is from a company, if you're in the Ottawa area, they're called Rayon Kimchi. I don't know how far they ship, but I always buy this at the Carp Farmers Market, and they sell a bunch of different flavors. They even sell one that's not spicy at all, which is really cool. So that's what we're going to use. So we're going to put that in our bowl back here, if you can see. And we only need about half a cup. Look at that. So I actually had this on, I've done the fried rice with this. And then this morning I actually put some on my hummus toast. And it was amazing. And then my friend Connie, who's on, had the same picture. It was Great Minds Think Alike. And she was eating kimchi on her avocado toast. So let's put about half a cup in there. There we go. So you could leave this just like it is, but I don't really like some of the big giant pieces of cabbage, so I'm going to chop it up. And I learned this also from a YouTuber. You can just chop it with some really sharp scissors and just wash them after. It's the easiest thing in the world. So you just want to chop it up. And I'm still getting used to kimchi. Like, I like the flavor, but I really love it with sesame oil. So sometimes if you keep trying something and you might not like it, just try a different combination. Keep trying it every once in a while and see if your taste buds have changed. I used to hate mushrooms and now I love them. So there's our half a cup of kimchi. And we've got our onions softening up here, and I am going to add some water just to loosen things up. And then we're going to put in 2 cloves of garlic. Get that going. Cooking down. So this is basically going to be a topping for our loaded nacho fries. And you can put other veggies in here if you want. Whatever you like, but the kimchi is the star on this. And it will be a bit spicy because we're going to put some spicy sauce in there. And I got to add more water. I'm trying to keep the heat's actually below medium, but I'm trying to keep it cooking fast for you guys. So now we have our next ingredients. So one of them, they don't even have English on the container, but this is called gochujang. And it is like a Korean fermented spicy paste, which is amazing. And I don't know why I thought when I moved to Ottawa I couldn't find it, but I bought this giant package when I left Mississauga. So anyway, we're going to need some of that. We're going to need maple syrup for a little bit of sweetness, or if you have agave or like a vegan honey substitute, that's fine. And then we're going to put sesame oil. So with the sesame oil, I'm putting this in later because this is a non-stick pan and you're not supposed to use oil, but we'll just put it at the end for flavor. So I need more water here. I should have a whole container. So let's go in with our kimchi. There we go. And we'll let that get heated up as well. Trying to get on let's leave my spoon there. And so now I'm going to let this cook. We just cooled the pan down with all that water. So let's let that get nice and cooked down. And the cabbage is already soft, but it does have crispiness to it because it's been fermented. So we'll let that get softened up. And now we're going to take out our fries. So I really love baked fries, and I always try to get them really nice and crispy. And sometimes it's hard when you're baking instead of frying to get them nice and crispy. But I also got this method that I just used from the recipe post for the kimchi cheese fries from the Korean Vegan. And they turned out amazing. They're super crispy. So you use Yukon Gold potatoes because they're a little bit more hearty and sturdy. Cut them into fry shapes and then parboil them for like 10 minutes until they're just a little bit soft but not falling apart. And then you bake them super hot at 475. I think I had mine a little bit less heat than that for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then flip them for like a couple more minutes after that. You just have to watch them, but they turn out amazing. So you guys have to see this. And I need my oven mitt. Okay, don't burn yourself making hot fries. And look at these. You can hear how crispy they are. So we did not deep fry these, but they're super nice and crispy and hot. So let's get those out. And let's see how this stuff is doing. Pretty good. Pretty good. So now we're going to add our seasonings to this. So we're going to do, let's see, it's supposed to be a tablespoon of each of the gochujang and the maple syrup. So I'll just do a heaping teaspoon kind of thing, because this is spicy. So you have to learn what is your level of spice with this stuff. Oh, and I see more people coming in the chat. My friend Courtney. I love it when you guys are here. So we're going to add now a tablespoon of maple syrup. Whoa. That might have been a little bit more. But that's what happens when you don't ever measure anything. All right, let's get that incorporated. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. And then, like I said, my pan is non-stick, so I'm not going to add the oil in yet. But we're going to add in some sesame oil at the very end. That's nice and bubbly. And then our sauce is going. Look how good this looks. Look at this. I wish I could get like a better shot. So I'm gonna have to go buy nacho chips because we need something else to eat this on. And this is getting all bubbly and awesome with the maple syrup, the sugar from the maple syrup bowl. And we're gonna get some fries in here. If I can find, whoops. Woo, live cooking show. I need to find my spatula. Here we go, fries. And we're gonna turn the heat off here. So now I have this all bubbling away. And we're gonna throw at the very end a little dollop of sesame oil, but remember that sesame oil is very potent, so just put in what you think you need, just for flavor. And there we go. So, oh, it's smelling so good with that sesame oil hitting the pan. Oh my gosh. So delicious. Okay, so we have our fries, and we're going to put our cheese sauce on. So let's drizzle that on. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're going to get our kimchi on. Oh, it's so gloopy. Gloopy and amazing. Okay, kimchi on. What better lighting for you guys? Oh my gosh. And then, loud noises. And we have some green onion for color, which is amazing. And of course, I'm also gonna put on my everything bagel mix. Or if you just had sesame seeds, the recipe called for toasted sesame seeds. But we're just gonna put this on. And then, oh my Lanta, look at this business. Let me see if I can get some good lighting in there. Oh, amazing! Amazing! Oh, can you see it? Oh, it's so good. I wish the lighting was better. Hopefully the lighting is good on your end because actually I feel really horrible about this. But I have to do this. This creation is amazing and I need to take a picture for my Instagram, so I'm going to do that live on camera. Patience. Get some good lighting. One more. Then I'll eat it, I swear. It's just too friggin' perfect. Okay. Now's my favorite part. I can't believe I delayed my favorite part, but now is the taste test time. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's get some kimchi on the fork. And I'm gonna try to get a small potato. Look how delicious and dirty this snack looks. I lost some kimchi. Okay. Ooh. I'm excited to taste how the cheese is. So another thing about this recipe is the original recipe called for making the cheese sauce a little bit differently, but I just wanted to quick track it on a recipe we already knew. And again, Franco made it. But you could add a bit of kimchi in the blender making the cheese sauce, and then you could get like a kimchi flavored cheese sauce. So, Dudes, this is so good. I think this might be the best recipe I've ever made. Holy crap. The warm, like when you just eat kimchi raw, it's good. But when you cook kimchi and you get sesame oil and I think the maple syrup with the spiciness and the maple syrup is like mind-blowing. Like just the flavors all together are ridiculous. I can't even explain what's happening in my mouth right now. It is so good. Like I did not make enough fries for this, but I think I might go get some nacho chips and then come back and load them up with the kimchi and cheese. Ah, and It's like get a little bit of heat on the back of your throat because you have jalapeno and the cheese and then all the kimchi spice and the gochujang. But again, that maple syrup is great. So like I really highly recommend, where is it? Trying this stuff. I've had a couple brands and I really like this container the best. You can get it at, I don't think I've ever seen it at a regular grocery store, but you can get it at probably any Asian grocery store and obviously a Korean grocery store. But try it. It's really good for a quick stir fry sauce. But if you are making a stir fry sauce, so I would put the gochujang, some tamari or soy sauce, nutritional yeast, and then add a bit of sweetener. I think really just puts it over the top. And then it's not super hot, but you just get all that flavor. Okay, one more bite. And that's it. So please join us next week. I already have my recipe for next week. I think I'm on top of a TikTok trend before it gets big, so stay tuned for that. Um, if you have time, please stick around and watch another video. Like this video, share my channel. I am trying to grow it. I have now 330 followers, which is great because a couple weeks ago I only had 300. So if you can get me closer to 5 or closer to 1,000, that would be amazing. But stay tuned next week. Seriously, I have a really wicked one. And if my dad is watching, I really would love him to come over and help me cook it. So if you want my dad to come next week and help me cook this cool recipe, you tell him in the comments right now. But otherwise, that is it. Thanks for watching my channel. I really want to focus on showing people that vegan food can be cheap, easy, nutritious, and delicious, which it is. And you can cook it in less than 15 minutes. So have a good night. Bye. Bye.